Hi everyone. I am a learning facilitator. I am Arga Chakraborty. Yeah, I am a learning facilitator at Untha. Here at Untha, we provide higher education service that provides quality degree like masters, short courses, and doctorates. Today we have lined up a webinar on the topic financial planning for young professional. It's an engaging webinar tailored to young professionals that they are seeking to navigate the complex landscape on financial planning. Our expert panel will delve into the essential strategies for securing financial stability, investing wisely, managing debt, and crafting a sustainable financial roadmap. Whether you are starting a career or seeking a financial future, this webinar will help you in giving a practical information to empower your knowledge for financial success. Before we start, we are glad to inform you that we will be providing a certificate for participants who will attend the webinar till the end in your registered email ID. Thank you once again for giving us the time and being a part of this webinar. It is requested to mute the mic and ask any question or make any comments throughout the webinar through the chat box or the Q&A box at the bottom of your screen, so it does not disturb the course of the webinar. You can also raise your hand button if you have any queries. All the Q&A, all the questions and the queries will be addressed at the end of the webinar. And also I would like to take your attention on our short courses which are aligned with this webinar. They are mastering capital budgeting, basics of budgeting, executive diploma in public financial management, diploma in public finance, and mastering in public finance, budgeting and control. The link I will be providing in the chat box. You can check them out as well. Today we have CA Rishita. She is a seasoned professional chartered accountant known for his multifaceted expertise uh, in the financial realm. As a distinguished CA, she brings a wealth of knowledge and experience on finance to the table. Not only does Rishita excel a faculty member sharing her insight with eager minds, she also stands out as financial trainer. Her affiliation with an prestigious Indian Institute of Management (IIM), as we all know, a faculty, further solidifies her position as respected authority in finance. Beyond academia, Rishita actively engaged in the stock market, leveraging her skill in savvy trading. A diverse expertise promises a holistic perspective, making her contribution in the world of finance. Over to you, madam. You can start the webinar and let's dig in and let's have a great and fruitful webinar throughout. Thank you.
A wonderful good evening, good afternoon to every one of you.
So we have learners for all over means Zimbabwe, Ghana. We
All
have
right. So
learners
for
from South
some, it
Africa.
is good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night to many. All right. Awesome. So, yes, many questions that what is the webinar about? So, webinar is all about financial planning. All right. So, what's So today we will be learning about financial planning. How do we plan when being a young professional, we are making so much of money, but we don't know how to invest our money, how to grow our money. And it is so important. Our schools, our colleges, the curriculum never had this. Our curriculum never taught us. Nowadays I see in schools it is taught. Few things about finance are taught. Few things like swimming and such things are taught. They are very necessary, but in our times we didn't learn any of these. We didn't learn any of these life saving skills. Yes, financial planning is a life saving skill, because you're earning money, you're making a lot of money. I say, if there are two people, there is a person who is making 1 lakh a month and spending entirely 1 lakh. That person is poor. But if the person is making 10,000 a month, but is saving 5,000 a month, is spending only 5,000, that person is rich. But about richness, there comes the category where you are a person who makes wealth. Because richness, we say that money shouts, wealth whispers. So, how do money shout? How do money shout? Yes. Yes, exactly. So what we do is, when we have a lot of money, what we do, we spend a lot of money, we buy a luxurious car, we buy a luxurious bungalow, maybe these things are on loan, and we keep on spending all this, right? But if you are wealthy, you don't need to show to someone that I'm wealthy. Automatically, there are people around us, right, who are wealthy. They don't need to show off, they don't need to wear gold bangles, gold jewelry, or they don't need to carry very expensive phones, expensive items. But still seeing them, we know, yes, they are filthy rich, they are quite wealthy, and we want to become one of them. We don't want to work our entire life struggling, struggling in the rat race, and struggling till last day, making money, but not knowing how to manage it. So, yes, I want to make sure that the next 1 hour, next 2 hours, what you're going to invest with me, the most important thing, the most precious thing, what you're giving me today is your time. And that time should be worthful, because knowledge is huge. Now you go to the internet is flooded with information. But what is the use of that knowledge if you listen 100 things and you say, then what should I do? If you listen 100 things and you're not able to implement any of that in your life. So I'll make sure whatever we discuss is worth of your 2 hours time, and whatever we will discuss should be something that you are able to implement in your life. That is the most important thing. All right. So yeah, let's begin. Now, when I talk about young professionals, it's not necessarily that only if you're young then only it is applicable to you. No worries. Even if you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, any age, this entire journey what we are going through will work for you. All right. Now, what's the agenda? We'll understand what financial planning is, because let's say we have to go from place A to place B. So what do we do? Do we start our car and we just hover around? What do? We make Google Maps on and we put our destination, right? Right? We put our destination and then Google Maps shows us this route. And then we estimate, oh, okay, so this will take 2 hours to reach. All right, 2 hours to reach. And this is the route which will take 2 hours. This route will take 1 hour. This route will take whatever it is, right? And then we select it and then we ask the Google Map, okay, start the directions, and then Google Maps guides us to go from left, right, whatever. So planning is very, very important. Hai na? Maps is very, very important. We should be knowing that yes, this is the route I have to follow. As per, and for everyone the map is going to be different. That's why it is called as personal finance. Why the word personal finance? Personal is something, it's very, very personal to everyone. I can't, today we are not going to share a recipe that everybody try this recipe. No, everyone has their own, everybody is different. Everyone's diet is different, so everyone will have their different recipe. But the base to make the recipe, we will understand. So the base, how to make your financial plan, we will understand. But who will make the financial plan? You will be making your financial plan yourself. Nobody else is going to come and make the financial plan for you. Why it is so necessary to make the financial plan? You know, why can't someone else make financial planning for me? Like doctor does my surgery, so I relax. Why don't I ask someone else to make a financial plan for me? See, if you go for that advisory thing, it is very, 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 very costly. It it cost around more than 2000. It is around 2000 to $3000 somewhere it cost to hire a financial planner just for 1 year. So annual cost is so high if you hire someone who does one-on-one planning. Secondly, again, the thing will be, even if you hire someone, will, because every time our goals changes. Let's say I have bought a car today, my goals, my thought process towards life will change. I've got a promotion. We see, even we ourselves, 10 years ago my income was just 10% of what it is today. We all face that. So as the time proceeds, our wants, our needs, our desires, 2 years back you might think, yes, I can go to the vacation at Bangkok, but now you feel, no, I can't go to Bangkok, I can't go to Thailand. Now I need my vacation in US, right? So our desires go up, our thoughts go up. We can't fix a number that, yes, this is the number and this is how to go. So our goals keep on changing. Growth is the name of life, and we as individuals grow, right? So it's very important to make budgets. It's very important to do savings. We learn all about that, how to make budgets, how to do savings, what are the smart strategies which we have to make for our future. How do we plan about retirement? We don't talk about retirement, right? Most of us are stuck in that rat race only. So how do we think about how to retire, when to retire, how to plan for retirement, so that you can relax, or maybe what you call for the retirement, relaxing on the beach or doing what you want to do. There are different definitions of retirement which have been made, right? So yeah. um and like my agenda will be, you can protect your future, you can master personal finance, which is very personal to you. We learn about life insurance, health insurance, as they are very, they are like, when I'm going somewhere, it's like I'm riding a two wheeler. Okay, so when I'm riding a two wheeler, there is a possibility that I can somewhere slip out. So I am attaching more two wheels to my two wheeler to give it a support. Like it's like a parachute. It's like a parachute that, somewhere if something happens wrong, then you have a backup plan. So life insurance and health insurance is like that. I have something to fall back on, right? We learn also about asset allocation. How do we allocate our assets depending upon our own financial goals? There will be no rules today. We will not be learning any rule. Oh, follow this rule, follow this 50-30-20 rule, follow. There are so many rules we have heard, right? They are all the myths. I'll tell you, um, when we talk about rules now, what rules we have heard? 50-30-20. Please never go and blindly follow such rules, because let's talk about 50-30-20 rule. Okay, this goes towards your needs, this goes towards your wants, this goes towards your like all the savings and all. Okay, so is it possible? Do you think this rule will work on everybody? How will this one rule will work for everybody? Because let's say if I am making 1 lakh, I can spend 50. It's okay for me to have this rule. But if somebody is making 10,000, his all the expenses will go in this category only. Or someone who is living in a metro city, for that person needs will be too high. For someone who is living in a 2 tier, 3 tier city, they can adjust. For them, they will be able to save more, right? Whether I'm living in my own house or my parents' house, depending upon my age, depending upon my income will increase. You can't allocate it fix or 50, 30, 20. No, 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 no. That's not going to work. All right. What are the rules asset or relating to asset allocation? I'll tell you one common rule which many people on like on social media, you might have heard about this 100 minus x rule. What does this rule says? This rule says that 100 minus your age. Let's say my age is 25, so the remains is 75. So 75% money I can put in equity, and rest money you should put in debt. But how come you can decide based on age as a number? Age tells you why the rule is based on age. Age is always understand the logic behind the rule. The logic is that you should save more. So now whatever I make, I save 95% of whatever I make because the amount is too high. Then you can save 95% what you're making. So it really depends on how much you're making, how much is are your needs. All right, coming to the age rule, that myth. What happens is we think that because a person who is of age 60 years, 70 years, 80 years, so what happens is the risk taking capacity decreases with age, right? So when I'm 20, I feel like it's okay. Even if I lose all the money, I'll remake. But if you ask a 60-year-old man, are you ready to give me money? I'll double your money. He'll say, no, 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 I don't want to double. I am okay to get 7-8% return, right? He doesn't want any double, triple money. Why he doesn't want? Because he wants to make sure that his principal is safe. Yes, absolutely. He doesn't want double, triple money. He just wants the money to be safe because whatever life he has, very less little life left, and that time he wants to make sure that he has the stable money, right? So yeah, that is the age rule about. But putting that extra money in equity, that doesn't goes well. Even if I am 25, I can't put all the extra money in equity. No, I can't do that. See, let's say next year I have to go on a world tour, or next month I have to buy a home. And if I put all my money in equity, how will it work? So the simplest rule is, if you're thinking about how much should I put in equity, think in a way that what is the money that I don't need for 3 years? What is the money that I don't need for 3 years? And then you can put your money in whatever, wherever you want to, right? That we will discuss about asset allocation, that where we should invest our money, how we should put in all that. All right. So yeah, let us go and start and understand more about our financial planning. More rules we'll keep on taking up further. All right. Now, it's all about when you do financial planning, it is very crucial in the initial years. You know why it is very crucial in the initial years? See, I'll tell you a story. All right. So, I read this a story in a magazine. So there is a father. Okay, I don't know. I'll try to reiterate more and more numbers. Okay, so there is a father. All right. Now he has 3 kids. Okay, what should I name the 3 kids? Let the one kid be. Should I name them simple ABC? What should I name them? Kid one is a Spencer. All right, let me name it as ABC. Let it keep it very simple. All right. So kid 1A, B, C. Okay. Now all these 3 kids are of the age 20 years. Now they ask their dad, Dad, you have never given us gift. Why so? Why are you not giving any gift? So dad says, okay, my lovely kids, I will give you a gift. All right. So I will be giving you 50,000. All right. I'll be giving you 50,000 every year. I'll be giving you 650,000, and I'll be giving you this gift till you all become 65 years of age. So the father from 20th year of kids, from 20th year to 65th year. How many years are these? Around 45. Yeah, thank you. So around 45 years, the father is giving gift to their child, 50,000 every month. He is giving their child. So all the kids are very, very happy. And the father keeps on giving, keeps on giving, keeps on giving. Now what happens is, after some time, after let's say after 9 years, now you tell me, all these people, what they are going to do, if your father gives you this gift, what will you do? Tell me, what will you do? Yes, you'll spend all the money. Yes, you'll save all the money. Yes. Yes, Julie Gokul. Yes. Awesome. Invest. Yes, Lucas, you will eat it up and spend.
Everyone is
Mohammed says you
responding.
will save money.
Yeah.
Lithabo says I'll invest. Josh says I'll save some. All right. So, like you're thinking that some part let us invest and some part let me spend. All right.
Some of
Someone who
them are
spends,
saying
someone
spending.
who,
Yeah, some of them are saying spending, some of them are investing, some of them are utilizing in using the three ways:
all
spending,
right. So you
utilizing, and
want to
savings.
make different people are doing different proportions. All right.
Exactly.
So all the life you will be spending, or some part you will be making money also. Some part, like there are people who feel in the start we are saving, and some people like they are like, let's spend now, and in the end we will be saving. All right, I'll show you something. All right, now you can see on my screen. Yeah, I hope this is visible. Yes, now I'll show you something. Now these are ABC. All right. And what I told you is 50,000 per year is given to all the siblings for 45 years. Now you see and tell me. All right. All right. Now, there is one sister one, there is sister two, and the third one is a brother. All right. Now you see the first one from 20th to 28th. What this person is doing, this person is saving. All right. The person one is saving. What is the person two doing? What is the second sister doing? This is spending. Some of you, this is like some of you who says, oh, I want to spend, I want to relax money, this is my teenage, this is the time for party, why should I save, why should I, I recently heard a quote where we say, to die rich, why we are living poor, so let's enjoy. So this is a person says that let's enjoy, and this is a person who says also let's enjoy. So now, on their 28th birthday, there is a birthday party bash, and all of them meet. All right, all of them meet on 28th birthday after 9 years. Now when they all meet, the sister one says, wow, I have been saving for all 9 years. Then the sister two says, oh, you have been saving, We have been partying. We have enjoyed so much. What you have lost your the fun age, you lost the fun age. And this person also says, oh, I have also spent so much time, I enjoyed. But this sister too, and both of them, they feel like, oh my god, we have spent so much of money, she has saved so much, let us also save. Okay, so they both get this feel, and this sister one thinks that, oh my god, they have done so much fun, now let me also do some fun. So this sister one starts doing all the fun. She says, oh, now I'll have all the fun all my life. So she starts having fun. She starts spending all the money, whatever she's getting. All right. This sister two also this sister two starts to save, and this brother also starts to save. Now again, on this birthday, they speak on a telephonic call, right? After next 9 years, they speak on a telephonic call. They tell about each other, okay? And this one continues to save. He saved, he continues to save. This person, sister one, spends and continues to spend. Sister two changes the plan. She thinks, what is this? I have saved for so many years. Now let's have fun. Now let me spend. So she spends. Now on the 65th birthday, all of them meet, and now father wants to see which kid made how much money. Okay, now I'll ask you this question. See, sister one has saved for how much she has saved? She has saved 4.5 lakhs and spent 19 lakhs, right? Because she has saved first 9 years and spent next all the 38 years. All right. And this sister two has spent initially, and then she has saved, and then she has again started spending the 9 years. So we have divided it into 3 parts. This person was spending the initial young age, he was spending, and then the entire life he was saving. And now whatever money they were saving now, they were putting it into a fixed deposit. They were putting it into a fixed deposit where they were making around 12% compounded annual return. So they were investing that money in FD where they were making 12% return. So we also need to understand about the magic of compounding. So my question to you is, what do you think? What will be the corpus of sister one, corpus of sister two, corpus of sister three? Yes, you can tell me the corpus of all three. What do you think? How much will be the corpus? How much money they will be making at the end, last. All right, thank you, Isa. Joseph says third wins. Sylvester says, acha, okay, it is about financial planning. Okay, yes. Yes, tell me. What do you feel? All right, so many of you are answering in Q&A also. You can answer in the chat box. In Q&A, you can put all the questions. All right, that's nice. Salman, Said, Cleopas, awesome. All
Third sister
right.
wins. Third brother
Sisters will
wins.
have poor retirement. Oh, yes, Upendra. Yes, Boniface, Umar, Richard, good one. Yes, awesome. That's great to have all of your answers. Now I'll tell you the final answer. I'll reveal the final answer. All right. So this is the final answer. When you're saving 12% at the end of 65 years, this will also make you realize the magic of compounding. Compounding is the eighth wonder of the world. Right? Compounding is the eighth wonder of the world. You don't understand how compounding works, right? So, the approx value, I'll tell you the approx value. I'll also tell you the exact value. So, sister two, who is like, if you see sister two and you will see this brother, if you see them both, sister two and brother, let's see sister two and brother, we feel that both of them are this person is spending, this person is spending. So the most hard work is done by whom? The most hard work is done by brother. He is saving the most of the time. He has saved most. You see, he has saved 19 lakhs. These two sisters have saved only 4.5 lakhs. This man has saved 19 lakhs. He just spent 4.5 lakhs. So we feel that the brother wins. But if you see, if you apply all these things on calculators, I have personally applied with different numbers. I have tried this. You can see I have tried with different numbers where I have took 1 lakh per year for 30 years, and then also I have tried putting it on different SIP calculators, different future value calculations on Excel, and these are the exact numbers which I have arrived on to. And the numbers are, you will be amazed to see, sister 2 is making 2 crores. That's fine. She should make 2 crores only, because she's spending so much of money. Brother should win. Yes, he has made 3 crores, but only 1 crore extra. Only 1 crore extra for saving so much of extra time. That's fine. The investment was divided into 3 parts. Yes, saved the last part. That's okay. But the sister one who enjoyed for so much time in her life, if you see, what she has made is she has made 5 crores. She has made 5 crores, around 4.89 crores. How she made it? Because she saved early. So come out of the thought that, oh, 20s are meant for partying. Those who are in your 20s must understand. Yes, Berry. Yes, Arga. Yes, Carabo. Yes, darling. Correct. Yes, Mubarak. Webin Senge. Perfect, perfect. Everyone. So that's so important that you save early. Later on, you have fun. Okay, so this is too much on an Excel sheet, but I understand life doesn't work on Excel sheet. There are certain emotions also. There are many emotional decisions in our life that we take on to, and that's okay. That's completely okay. Sometimes it's okay. Um, but not every time. All right, so it's better to balance things and save more. All right, so now coming on to your financial goals. Now there are two kinds of goals: short term goals and long term goals. Short term goals are like small things, like I have to go on a holiday, I have to, so these require less money, and these goals are very near to me. I have to go on a vacation, I have to do it in, let's say, these are goals which I have to fulfill within a year or so, right? These are within a year or so. These are long term goals, like I have to plan my retirement, thinking about, if your marriage is too far, thinking about, oh, I have to plan for my marriage expenses. I have to plan for a world tour. I have to plan for something after, what will I do after 60, after 70, and all those. All right. So, based on these long term and short term goals, I will be taking on decisions. This goals is something on which the entire foundation is laid. On this foundation you will be making a building, right? If your foundation is, whatever your foundation is, make the building accordingly. Now I say I want to make a fancy building, I want to make a building which is like this curvy building I have to make. You can make it, but then your goals, your base has to be that strong, right? You feel like, I don't need any money, I have all so much of ancestral property, I have so much of wealth, so I don't need to. So that way, that really depends how you are going to, what's your thought process when you're making decisions. So whatever decisions you make, I'll say one thing, I'll say the best thing, the goals are like your destination you put on Google Maps. Yes, on Google Maps, if I put whatever destination, if you put A, then go from the route which goes to A. If you put B, then goes from the route which takes you to B. So depending upon where you want to arrive, where you want to land your destination, your Google Maps will arrive you there. So depending upon your goals, make your financial planning according to those goals. So that's why goals are very important. They give you a final place where you need to reach. All right. The foundations, the basic foundations are, yes, we all know this, but why don't we apply this? I really don't understand. When I was in my teens, when I got the responsibility that I need to leave my like, this is too personal, but I should share. When I had to leave the parents house, when I had to build my own house, my own car, at that time I took the responsibility. I don't know how, I didn't had those so much of learnings, but I used to make budget, I used to manage my debt. I i had an emergency fund also. So we need to understand these tools are not something, they are not like spiritual lecture that we have heard. Oh wow, wow, we should do this, wow, wow, this is like okay, and then we forget. No, this is something to be implemented. Budget, how do I create a budget? I don't know how to create a budget. Okay, I'll show you how do you create a budget. All right, how do you create a budget? I'll give you a simplest means to create a budget. Now whenever you open excel file, whenever you open an excel file, all right, you say file, new. Here you have an option of templates. Go to templates, search for budgets. Okay, practically we'll be doing everything. Search for budgets. You have thousands of online templates. See, you have so many templates. What do you want to do? You want to marry, you want to have a general ledger, you want to have a monthly food budget, wedding budget expense, holiday budget, college income, monthly income, what not. What not. So let's say I select personal monthly budget or monthly company budget. Whatever budget you select, you just go into that budget, right? Create, say create, and you just need to put the numbers. Put the numbers. Just edit it whatever you need it, however you need it. So much is already done it for you. What's the budget? What's the actual? What's the difference? Right? So this is so nice. You can create. All right. I'm so sorry if you was not able to see. All right. So I'm so sorry. I'll redo it. You go to file. You go to file. You go to more templates. Okay. And when you go to more templates, you can write here budgets. And when you write here budgets, you get thousands of online templates. Select whatever budget you want to do. Let's say you want to select a wedding expense budget. Okay. And say create whatever budget you want to take. Okay. And then just put on the data, put what is estimated, what is actual, then it will tell you how much is over, how much is under. You can see so many budgets are there which will help you out to see so nicely. They have made so many things. These are the detailed budgets. So nicely, everything is already perfectly made it for you. You just have so many tools. You just need to use it. Start using it. Think about, because unless I know now what I'm doing, I'll not be able to make it. So always know what your expenditures are, where the money is going, where you're spending. All right. So now in coming to an emergency fund, what is an emergency fund? I believe that, let's say, like we have just few months, few years ago, we have seen a time which was COVID. So what happened in COVID? Many people lost their jobs, many people lost their loved ones. So what happened at that time? You need to have an emergency fund. So what you can do is some part which you feel 6 months of expenses, 6 months of expenses at least, you can make a FD, or you can put it in any liquid investment. Make a very liquid investment so that you can break it anytime. Put it in an FD or any liquid investment and put it aside. Aside means aside. You should never know. I'll give you a very amazing trick here. Please listen to me. This trick is very, 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 very useful. When you get the salary check, okay, any amount you receive, one is salary check, one is, or if you're doing some business or something like that. Okay? So it is applicable everywhere. Whenever you get a check, think that, let's say I have got a check of 100, use only 90, this 10 put in your some kind of savings, put do it a debt fund, liquid fund for the time being. Definitely we learn about investments, how to invest money, but for the time being, think that I have not received it, think that I have received 90. You know our TDS, right? We get the money, what we get is after deducting TDS, right? So just blindly put 10 somewhere. I'm insisting so much on this. If you receive 100, even if your expenses are 100, it just manage somehow, think that I have got only 90, this 10 is not my money, it has gone somewhere else, I don't know why they have not given me 10. Put this 10 in some another account, have an extra account, always transfer 10% of money to some other account. All right, put it there and let your savings accumulate, and after the end of the month we'll see how much money is accumulated, and then we have to save. All right, managing the debt. When I call about debt, always what should you do, how do you manage debt? So let's say I have 3 to 4 loans, okay? So generally how people will advise you, see, when it comes to debt, one is, I'll give you my personal advice, I'll tell you my personal story also in a minute. I think that debt is the worst thing in human life. Nothing is worse than it. So you should never ever think or go for debt. Never ever take debt, even if it is a credit card. I'm against it. I don't use it, and I feel that it has done a great impact in my life. Being debt free always. Why do you want to have debt? Why do you want to have loans? Because I'll tell you one thing. When you use for credit card, now you are not. You can take the loan for kitchen. That's it. If you don't have money to eat, you can take a loan for it. Other than money for kitchen, other than food needs in the sense basic food needs. I'm not talking about Zomato orders and Swiggy orders. Basic food needs. There is nothing what we need. Everything is our wants. Whatever you do, shopping, Amazon, from there, whatever you spend on credit cards, whatever money you spend, I want this, I want that, I want to do this shopping, I want to go on party. Everything is just extra, not required. But even if you don't do it, we can survive. So it's better to have a big no to debt. But I'll tell you in my story, when I didn't had this much of wisdom, I had around 4 loans when I was building my house many years back. I had a home loan which was at around 8%. I had a personal loan, so the amount was very less of personal loan. Let's say I'll keep some fiction numbers. So this is 10. This was 2. This was 1. This was kind of a stuff loan because you have to buy a lot of stuff on EMI when you shift to a new house. And there was one gold loan also. All right, so this was at 15%. This was, they say you zero EMI, but there is something, and this was also at 15%. All right, and let's take this number. So these are some fictionary numbers. All right, now what do you think? Seeing this at this is the interest rate. What do you think? Which loan should be repaid first? Which loan should be repaid first? You will say, oh, this is the most high amount, so let's repay this first. All right, I repaid first loan to repay was this was first. Why? Because this is the smallest loan, right? When you end up like this is done, now I have only 3. When you do it, it gives you motivation to do more. So always Don't see the percentage. Don't see the percentage. Which loan to repay first? Which is the lowest one? The figure, the amount is the lowest. Repay that first. Go with this principle. These principles nobody will tell you. So repay the one which has the lowest value. So once I have repaid this, this was something by then this was the second one doing this. All right, not because of interest, but because of the amount. This was the third, and this was the last one. And then here it was a feeling, oh, now this is the only thing to be done. This is the only thing to be done. Now complete focus here on, and just vanish off everything. I hope till here we had a great learning. Tell me. Tell me if you have any questions or any queries. Please, let's not think these are certain things which we keep on hearing. No, do it practically. These are practical. I told you, budget, go and do it. Budget, go and download an Excel sheet, make an Excel sheet for you every month. Track your income, track your expenses. Start building an emergency fund. Whatever money which I said, 90-10. How you will be doing? Always aside 10 of your money and put it in an account, and 10-10-10. There will be so much of money in that account. No? First, out of all those money, first create an emergency fund. Make an FD maybe of 6 months or so of your 6 months of the amount of 6 months expenses. So let's say my monthly expenses are 100. Make an FD of 600. Tenure you can select any, because anyways we are going to break it. We are thinking to break it. All right. And never think about that home is my investment. Home is, you might have heard this also, home is just an emotional decision. It is my lifestyle expenditure. My home, my car, it's my lifestyle expenditure. It's not my investment. Never ever count that in your net worth. And regarding managed debt also, I've told you very practically, clear off short debts. Don't think of high interest. Don't think of high interest. Forget it. Whatever interest they are taking, let them take. Clear short goals and then go about it. All right. I have a lot to share actually today. A lot to share. So when it comes to budgeting and saving strategies, we have already understood about how you need to track expenses, how you need to when I talk about automate savings, what you can do is you can like you can put on auto mode, put SIPs. SIPs, when we in mutual funds we have systematic investment plan. So on a particular date of a month, some money will be auto deducted from your account and it will go to that systematic investment plan. You can also give some standing instructions to your bank. So there should be automatic transfers from your saving account and they should go somewhere else, so that there are automatic savings always. Don't do, even, I'll talk about automating expenses also. When we talk about expenses also, I'll say never automate expenses. Whenever I put some transaction, they ask me, do we auto renew this? Do we auto renew this? And we select yes to so many things. Just go and check today. There are so many subscriptions which we never even use, but we have just selected yes. And it is automatically renewing. We never even check our bank statements and they get deducted every time. So that is a problem. So never automate your expenses, never ever. If you are doing, then keep a check. Automate your savings every time, because every time is like, why they are asking you to automate? Why they are asking you to automate? Because every time you have to take a decision, it becomes difficult for your brain. So you say no to it. So they are saying, let's do auto deduct. But when it is about savings, you should always do auto deduct. You don't have to take decision every time my money will go to a mutual fund, will go to a equity stock, will go to a particular account, and I don't have to take a decision every time. Let the money go into savings automatically. All right. Okay, so when you're investing for the future, always understand risk. Obviously, you will be understanding the risk. You will be seeing that, oh, this money is like it is more about asset allocation. Whether you're putting your money in equity, whether you're putting your money in debt, whether you're putting in money in gold, wherever you're putting domestic equity or US equity, it depends upon you, right? So you have to invest regularly, and diversification is very, very important. So this you might have heard already. Don't put all the eggs in one basket. Have we heard about this? Do we know about this? Yes, yes. So never put all your eggs in one basket. Now, when I talk about investment strategies, you can put your money in index funds also. What are index funds? Index funds and ETFs, they are like mutual funds. So in a mutual fund is doing what? Mutual fund is a basket of stocks. So when we talk about active mutual funds, they keep on putting and deleting a lot of funds every time. So they do a lot of buy sell. There is a lot of buy sell in them. So therefore, what happens is they charge you very, very high. They charge you high. They charge, the expense ratio is very, very high. I have tutorials. Today I'll not be able to show you, but I'll definitely be putting up these things, that how do you actually select a mutual fund, how do you actually go to internet within 10 minutes, just putting on some data, just putting on some filters on certain website. Within 10 minutes, based on your financial goals, how do you select a mutual fund? How do you select that which mutual fund is best for me? All right, so I'll be putting up that soon. And yeah, index funds and ETFs. But if you don't want the active fund, so you can put your money in the passive funds as well. You can put money in index funds as well, because let's say if I talk about any index, any index, um any index is going to go up, any index is going to go up. I'll tell you one sentence which which my which my teacher says. So in India we have Nifty, everywhere we have some index. So he says specifically about Nifty, but it is applicable to every index wherever you are in any country. So he says that, you know, death, there are only two things which are certain in life. There are only two things which are certain in life. Okay, everything is uncertain. I don't know tomorrow we'll be speaking or not. Tomorrow this will be there or not. Tomorrow this tree will be there or not. Tomorrow this AC will work or not. I don't know anything, but I know one thing. There are two things which are certain in life. What are those two? One is death. Death is going to happen. Nobody can stop that. And the second is Nifty will go up. So this is in any country you are, whatever index you have, that index will go up. This is a certainty. As certain is death, as certain is the other thing, that your index will go up. Now, when I talk about this index will go up, you do we have a history to prove it? Yes. You go to your index, see it has started from 100 or 1000 or something, and see its value today might be 50,000, 60,000, or whatever. It has to grow, it has to grow, it has to grow. There is no option. See, once when you throw something, when you throw an apple, where will that apple go? That apple will go and fall on the ground, right? So same way, when you um When you invest, when you talk about any index, it has to go up, because all the people involved here, all HNIs, DIIs, FIIs, like foreign institutional investors, domestic institutional investors, high net worth individuals, all the companies, everybody who is involved here will earn money, will make money. Their benefit is only if the market goes up. So everybody is in the race, is in a push to go up. So where is the gravity? Here the gravity is down, here the gravity is up. The gravity is automatically up, it has to go up. So when you're putting your money in index funds, you're putting basically money in your country. And when you're putting money in your country will grow ultimately, and your money will grow ultimately. So if you feel that who will apply the brain, that where do I invest, these index funds will easily give you 15% return approx every year. It can be something plus minus, right? So think always about long term, and always regularly check on your portfolios, because sometimes what happens is there are certain stocks, there are certain things which get very very obsolete with time. We don't know, there are certain management issues, certain issues are there, and we lose out on it. All right. So honestly, I had a lot to share today, but yeah, live we'll talk in short now about life insurance, health insurance, and asset allocation. So when I talk about life insurance, if I go in detail, there can be a 5-hour class on life insurance. How do you, like I told you, I'll make up videos on how do you select a life insurance policy in 5 minutes, in 10 minutes. Go to the internet, do some filters on that policy bazaar or any website. How to apply some filters based on my goals and select the best life insurance for me, best health insurance for me. All right, so we'll definitely like you can look up to that. But now we'll understand in brief, why do we need life insurance? We all know that we need life insurance because we feel that in case of death or something, it is required. But there are certain things which we don't consider. Now I have achieved the financial freedom in my life. I have so much money that if even if I'm not earning, I'm able to survive on my investment income. The interest on my investment income is enough for me to survive. So let's say I have a 10 CR portfolio. If I have a 10 CR portfolio, what is the need for me to have life insurance? People don't understand that. They still take life insurance. Also, life insurance should only be of the earning members. If you are earning, then only, let's say there is a family of 4 people, father, mother, and 2 kids, and parents also. So only father is earning. So even if the death happens to any of the family member, the financials of the family won't get affected. Financials of the family will get affected only if there is death of that earning member. All right. So if there is death of earning member, so always life insurance is for whom? Life insurance is for earning members of the family. And always tell about to your family all the life insurances you have taken. What is the rule here? I'll say the rule here is always take 10 times of your annual income, or you can say 20 times of your annual expenses. 20 times of your annual expenses. You know what's the logic here? Let's say our kid is of what age? Our kid, like generally, we have a kid that the insurance taking people I'm telling about, the kid has still 10 years to grow up. All right. So if now your annual income is 10 lakhs, and if you are taking an insurance policy of 1 crore for 10 years at least, if you're not there, if you would have been there, the same standard of living for 10 years, your child will get, who needs, who needs, who would have like to maintain the same standard of living without the parent. All right. So that is very important, because because the child needs 10 years to grow up as an adult, to become earning. So to support the child for 10 years, you need to have a cover, sum assured. The cover should be at least 10 times of your annual income. If you're earning 10 lakh, at least you need to have 1 crore of cover. So in case of the death of the person, if the family gets 1 crore, at least for 10 years, they can relax. All right. So these are certain things which we need to consider. All right. Health insurance, disability insurance, and health insurance is something, because let's say I have saved a lot of money, but there is some problem, some disease, something, anything comes in life, and because of that, where we go to is like we are stuck. If anything comes in our life, I've saved a lot of money, but there is some disease to anyone in the family, and then all the money gets zero. All the savings get zero. So it is very, very, very important to have a mediclaim and have a good mediclaim, have a good cover. Even if your office gives you a cover, have an additional cover, because we keep on changing jobs, we keep on changing offices. All right. So, but we need to have our own, because see, there are different things I'll cover here. Many people say for health insurance they have their office, they have it of their office. So why should they take their personal, why should they take their own cover? All right. So when we talk about that, all right, let me come on to this. All right. Now when I talk about health insurance now, yes, you have your office mediclaim, but take it your own, because as your age goes up, your premium also goes up. So if you take late, it will be too much problematic for you. So take your personal plan also, and have the plan of your office also. Now, office plan, what's the advantage? The advantage in your office plan is that this is corporate plan. So claim settlement ratios are good. Here it might be a problem, but understand why these office people are giving you mediclaim. Will they select the best policy for you? No, they just want to give you to feel you that yes, we have given you something. There are co-payment clauses, and there are so many things. Like co-payment clauses is, if the bill is 100, 80 company will pay, but 20 you have to pay. And there are so many things, so many flaws. So always have your own plan in backup also, because the company will not select the best plan for you. Have the plans for your mother, father, everyone in your family, because we feel sometimes, why should I take my plan for this person? But if anything happens to someone, ultimately responsibility comes to us. All right. So it is very important to take the mediclaim office also, and take your personal also. And as I said, because we keep on changing jobs, it is because it doesn't remains constant, right? So when I talk about life insurance, there are many things which are happening now. Here it is about, in life insurance we have term life, we have whole life, final expense, and universal life. So these are the different policies we have. I will always suggest you a simple term life. Here what happens is, whatever money you have paid, you are trying to squeeze them out. These plans are very costly. Why are they costly? Because here what you are doing is, you are mixing the investment with what? You are mixing the investment with the life insurance plan, right? People buy ulips and all that, they are again linked. So what happens is, here they will charge you 1000. Let's say they are charging you 1000 per month. Okay. Now, if the death happens, it's okay. You will get 1 crore, or you will get 10 lakhs. You'll get 10 lakhs if the death happens. I mean, your family will get. Okay. But if the death does not happens, so it is a policy of 20 years. After 20 years, you yourself will get 10 lakh. Right? This is a benefit here. Why? Because the money which you was putting was getting invested somewhere, and then you're getting the money. People feel, oh, if the death doesn't happens, we'll get the money. But understand, this plan is very costly. If I go to this term life now, if I'm paying 1k per month, if I'm paying this 1k per month, you know what will be my sum assured here? At least 1.5 crores. See, here I'm getting only 10 lakhs cover. Here I'll be getting 1.5 crores cover. But understand this 1.5 crores cover is, how is such that whatever you have paid is going. Like, um, only in case of death, this 1.5 crores will be given to my family. If there is no death, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, let's say there is no death. Okay. So, this money is waste. If I stop paying the policy after 40 years, whatever money I have paid has gone, become zero. I'll not get anything. So, in that feeling, people put their money. Oh my God, we will not get anything. It will become zero. No, no, no. Let's invest here. But here, see the difference. The death value is only 10 lakhs. Here it is 1.5 crores. So this difference we should consider. Obviously, different policies will have different numbers and different things, but the term insurance in term life, what happens is life insurance is separate and investment is separate. Investment you will be doing now in mutual funds and everything, right? If you talk about investing, then there will be a special separate session altogether. We can't talk about investing everything in one session. We are just planning a few things today. We'll not be able to make on how you should do investing, how you should make your investing plans. That's a different journey altogether. All right. So see how much, as I told you, how much cover should be there. The cover should be very, very simple. I am making 10 lakhs a year. So my cover should be at least 1 crore. Simple. 10 times of your income or 20 times of your expenses. That's the very simple thing, I believe, to get on to your cover. All right. Or you can deduct your savings also. But I feel, let's have it on the upper side now. Why do you want to less and why do you want to do that? Right? Obviously, there are many factors, age, health, many factors. But let's consider that these factors will be considered automatically by the insurance company. So we don't have to consider them. These smoking habits, these occupations, whether I'm in military, whatever I'm doing, this they will take care of to decide our premium. All right. Never think I'm too young, I'm too old. No, no, no. Don't do that. Even if you're covered by your employer, that cover would not be sufficient. Have it yourself, and like nothing is too early. Right? You have to have this. Before saving, you have to have life insurance. Before saving, you have to have health insurance. You have to you can compare policies on when online. You go to websites, apply some filters, you will get this. You will get the idea how do you select a good insurance policy. Otherwise, I'll definitely work on it, make on it, and then share it with you. All right. And this is about claims. So definitely at the time, this is something where, why do we all prefer to take online insurance? Why do we prefer to take online insurance? It is very easy. Yes, it is very simple. But there are still people who go by offline agents. There are still offline agents working, and people are going through them. What happens to them now? They help you at the time of claim processes. So at the time when your family needs someone, your family doesn't understand, is not too smart, that how do we go about it? At that time, who will help them? Who will help them? These offline agents will help them. So that is a benefit when we go for offline and we go through agents. But definitely those policies are going to cost you more. If you're going to do it offline, that will cost you more. Absolutely. Yes, now talking about health insurance. And also you get tax benefit for life insurance, for health insurance. Every taxation policy gives you these benefits. All right. And what are the types of health insurance? Again, there are different plans you need to select. That it completely depends on what stage your health is, right? You're doing some preventive, like you want to go for preventive checkups and all those, or you are already on medication. So health insurance will completely vary, but it gives you a different kind of peace of mind when you know, yes, I have a health insurance. I don't need to worry about it, right? I don't need to worry about how much a doc, because when someone is on bed, so you have so much of tension, you have so much of worry that, oh my god, we have to, already you're not working now, you have to pay to doctor, so that becomes very difficult. But if you have a plan, you feel, yes, at least I don't have to worry about money, I just have to worry about my health, because the person is already struggling with his own body, with his own health. All right, so this is a big pillow under your head. And we'll come on to our last concept, which is asset allocation. How do we divide our assets? So yes, we need to diversify all our investments. We need to diversify, put in um, different baskets. There is interest compounding, we have already understood about it. We need to put the money as per what, as per risk tolerance, whatever is your risk taking capacity, that will help you to diversify. So what are the key asset classes where you can put your money in? You can put your money in stocks, so they have high potential. See, I'll tell you, my most, if I take my case, my most of the money goes here, like most, like more than 95, 97, or 100. Why so? Because I know stocks, I understand stocks, I have studied stocks, I know a lot about them, I have worked on them. But if you don't have time, then you can go for mutual funds. Don't like, if you feel your job will make you earn better, if you invest more time in your job, that will make you earn better, then don't put your unnecessary pressure on making money from here. Okay, so no need to pick direct stocks. Stocks, I am talking about direct stocks. So selecting stocks, buying, selling. I am a stock market trader, so it's very easy for me to even if you're putting your money long term in stocks. If you have studied stocks, if you understand, if you have done well research, if you're buying well researched stocks, not, you're not buying on the tips of someone, on the basis of some news channels, don't do that. If you are doing your own research, then only go into direct stocks, otherwise go into mutual funds. Have your research, go to mutual funds, put your money. All right. Bonds is something where you get fixed income. So here in mutual funds, you will be able to make around 15% or something. In bonds, you will be able to make around 10% or something. Cash is something which we need as liquid, right? Here you know that your principal remains safe. So bond is something like you're giving debt to the company, so this is just similar to like you're making an FD. And real estate, real estate is something, now there are different asset classes. These asset classes have different benefit, like real estate gives you capital appreciation also. Like you have put the money 100, it will become 150. You have bought the house for 100, it becomes 150. It happens, right? Plus you get the rent also. So there are two things, right? Now in bonds, what happens is, in bonds you get capital appreciation or what? No, you get only one thing, you get only interest. Cash may you get nothing. In stocks also you get dividend also, plus your stock price also goes up, right? Acha, when I talk about gold, what happens in gold? It gives you the capital appreciation is there, but it gives you nothing. Like it does not gives you rent, now. Gold is with you, physical gold is with you. Yes, if you're investing in some um digital gold or something. If there are certain plans your government offers, then you can get some interest on it. Otherwise, so you get only capital appreciation only on the gold. So that depends on in which asset class you are. You're getting appreciation also, plus you are getting something like rent, dividend also, or interest, or you're getting only this add-on factor and you're not getting any capital appreciation. So that completely depends. All right. um uh so now it matters to you that how much you want to invest your money, how you want to invest your money, whether um you want your principal to be safe, or is it okay for you to take some risk and generate some extra returns, and what is your thought process relating to money. All right. So yeah. um, so yeah, gold is called as God's money, if you might have heard about this. Ever heard this? So that would like I have to spare another um a lot of more time on this, explaining why God, it's God's money. It's a different new concept altogether. All right. Now we'll come on factors to consider. All right, all right, all right. Yes, yes, Stephen. We'll answer all the question and answers. Awesome. All right, all right. Now, what you have to consider is you have to consider what is like how should I allocate my assets? How much money should I put into equity? How much money should I put into debt? That you need to figure out based on your comfort level. Let's say, as I told you, I'm into stocks because I understand stocks. If you don't understand stocks, pick mutual funds, pick bonds. What is your risk taking ability? Accordingly, you will be deciding that where you would like to put your money, right? And what are the market conditions? I'll say one line here. You need to make your money work for you when you are sleeping, right? You need to make your money work for you when you're sleeping. This is one thing. The second thing is, but it doesn't means that my money should work for you when I'm sleeping, so I should put my money in such a way that it's working very hard. So I'm putting my money into futures, options, intraday, which I never recommend. If I'm putting my money in such kind of investment assets, so there it takes my midnight sleep, it takes your midnight sleep, right? You are not able to sleep well because your money is lying in such asset classes. So don't do that. So what should I do? Should I make a FD? Should I make a FD? If you make a FD, then your investment is sleeping. Then you're making your investment sleep. Why? Why? This is like making my money sleep. Why? Because FD will not even be able to beat inflation. Inflation is more always than the FD returns. So in like if you want to eat a pizza today, it cost 100, tomorrow it will cost 110. But FD, if you put 100 today, it will give you 107, 108 tomorrow, right? So you need to balance all three, right? You have to make money for you when you're sleeping. Your money should work, but you should be able to sleep well, and your investment should not sleep. That doesn't mean your investment comes and sleeps near you. Right? So you need to balance all these things when you're talking about asset allocation. All right, so yeah, that was all from my side. And it was wonderful to have all of you for the session. Thank you so very much for your precious time today. And if you have any such queries in future also, you can connect to me. You can search me on LinkedIn, you can search me on Instagram or any social media platform. If you need more ideas on financial planning, you can definitely look up to me. And yeah, you can find me there. You can ask me queries anytime, I'll be there for you. Even today we have a time for Q&A setup, so now you we are open to queries. You can I'll be so happy to address all your queries, any questions, you can let me know now.
So yes, we have questions actually, and the
Yes.
questions are quite realistic, I must say.
All right.
Before the questions, I would like to announce that the you will be getting certificates in your email ID, registered email ID. So don't worry on the certificates, and after that, you that's it. We will be providing you certificates. Okay. So Rishita, we will be I will be ask. You can go through the questions if you want, or if you want, I can read the questions, whatever is preferred. And
As you say, whatever are relevant, we can cover those.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Most of because in the Q&A you will they are having
There
the
are two
questions.
and five questions now.
So you can go through, and
All
you can
right.
check and you can go through, and if you want, I can also read them.
You if you find anything realistic,
Yeah,
because I
yeah,
find mostly they are related to certificate. Till now I'm finding all
yeah.
for
Like
certificate only.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like what one questions that I have seen is, can health insurance depend on the job you do? Would it be different if you work in construction, if than if you work in office? That is one of the question. So you can
Yes,
answer that.
so absolutely. See, health insurance is something your office provides you if you're working in a corporate. If you're working in a local, somewhere locally, they might not provide you health insurance. So it depends upon company to company whether it provides health insurance to you or it does not provide health insurance to you. This point number one. Second is, even if they are providing me health insurance, I have to have separately my health insurance also. So I have a cover of, let's say they are giving me 5 lakhs cover. Okay, so if there is some medical, there is hospitalization, till 5 lakhs they will cover me. I will have an additional cover of 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs for myself and my family, of course. But I will have an additional cover which I have taken personally. And what relating to construction, you're saying, the health insurance people, they see that what is the, see, the premium is decided as per person to person. Now if I talk about life insurance, okay, so let's say there is a person who is in military. Okay, forget about that. There is a person who is of age 80. Now the probability to die is more than a person who is at the age 20. If a person is doing smoking, then the probability to die is more, right? Same way in health insurance. If the person is smoking, then the probability to fall ill is more. If the person is already having a ton of diseases, then the probability is more. So whenever they find that the probability to die or the probability to have hospitalization is more, the premium will be higher. And when the probability is low, if I'm a very healthy person and I'm taking insurance, I'm just taking it for my safety, they will charge me very less premium. So yeah, that's about it.
Another thing, is it good to invest in crypto as a medium for long-term investment? One of the question.
See,
It's
crypto,
anonymous. Yeah.
yeah. So crypto is something, even when you talk about now, see, I never recommend futures and options. What's the basis? Because you're leveraging something. The money is getting leveraged. It's like I am buying 10 rupees thing for 100 rupees. Or I have to buy a 100 rupees thing, but I'm only paying 10. I have to I have to buy something of 100, but I'm paying only 10. So if 100 becomes 110, if a stock of 100 becomes 110, then what I have put money 10 becomes 20. So I can double, triple a money in day, or I can lose everything. It's that risky. But I find crypto is more risky than even this futures and options, because futures and options at least has something in underline, right? It has some stock in underline. If the stock value goes up, futures and options value goes up and down according to that. Crypto, there is nothing underlined. There is no underline. On what basis the prices go up and down? On what basis? Demand and supply. Also, if you talk about demand and supply, then I have another argument. If you talk about Bitcoin, so Bitcoin is something which has limited supply. It was discovered years back. There are 21 million Bitcoins. That's it. Supply is over. But there are so many new cryptos coming in, unlimited supply. Then who will control the pricing? Again, different cryptos are based on different technologies. Technology, what's for technologies? When we were kids, there were cassettes. When we grew up, there were CDs all around. When we grew up more, there were only pen drives. Now we don't even use pen drives. Now we just transfer the data with WeTransfer or something like that. Now we have, all of you, when you were kids, I am sure there was no social media, there was no Instagram, right? So there was no one in our family who took the, like, who was attending the sessions like this, right? So technology changes every day. Crypto, any crypto you buy, the new technology will come. So I am not a believer of crypto, but if you are thinking something betting on short term, might be you can look into it, but nothing sort of long term accumulating. Like, I don't find any. Blockchain is a good concept, but not crypto.
Okay. Okay. Another question is, when is the right time to invest in index fund?
Oh, there is no right time. Whenever,
Whenever it is,
if you ask me what is the right time to plant a tree, right time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. But the next best time is now. Do it now.
yeah. Whenever you feel like you just start it, do not wait.
Don't wait for
Uh,
when I'll have 100, 200.
yes, yes,
Okay,
yes, yes.
whatever money you
Rather,
have, start with it.
basically, it's the habit. We should be having the habit to invest first. Then we can
Yes,
automatically generate the uh, money from it. We should be start at least we should be starting with the habit that few amount of
absolutely.
money we should be investing in the stocks or any index fund or whatever the mind feels like. So I also
You
feel
learn where to invest, how to invest,
yes, yes, yes,
everything you will
yes.
be learning,
Mhm.
provided you have that fire, you have that flow, that yes, I have to save money because I have to be wealthy, not just to be rich to show. Like I said, money shouts but wealth whispers. There are
Mhm.
people who have expensive phones, expensive cars, but they don't have much money, everything is on loan. But the
Exactly.
wealthy person, you will find that calmness in the face, in that aura. You will come to know, oh, this is something wealthy.
There is a podcast where we have seen that top five richest person. We don't see them on any social media,
Yeah.
but they are the wealthiest person. They
Yes.
have their holdings in their top companies. So
Yes. So
yeah,
every time, even in Forbes, there is a list of top billionaires
exactly.
which is coming up, but we don't know their names.
We
Um,
don't do that. Yes. Uh, another question is, wait, the question is gone. Similar question. When is the right time to invest on health insurance? Then, what type of stocks we need to invest?
then it's a separate, investing,
Yeah,
trading is
yeah.
a very separate
It's a
ball game
separate
together.
subject. Yeah. Mhm.
It's a separate thing.
Like
But
I
if
have
you
heard
don't
that.
understand stocks, I suggest better be away from stocks.
Mm,
Better go for mutual funds or something, because
uh, uh,
stocks, if you're picking, then you need to know the game, rules of the game.
exactly.
If you
uh,
don't know, like, I say stock market is a money printing machine. It is
mhm.
for me. It can be for you as well, but if you know how to print it. If you
Exactly.
don't know how to run the machine, you will cut your hands. I know how to print the machine. I know how to print it, how to use the machine. I will not cut my hands. So if you know it, do it. If you don't know it, don't put it. Then it will cut your hands. Don't put.
Like I have heard that, it's not heard, it's a very common thing, as if you have the money, if you know how to invest, you focus on stocks or any funds that you prefer. But if you
Yes.
don't know and you don't have any time, uh,
You
you
can go for
can
mutual
either
funds because
you can go for mutual funds.
97% of the people lose money in stock market. So
Exactly.
it is very easy to be a part of 97%. Now, if you want to become the other, if you want to come on the other side, which is 3%, then it needs it's it and like, what should I say about social media? You yourself, there is a lot of things which has been going in last few days on the social media. So
Exactly.
like, it becomes that the trustability factor is very very difficult. Like, how
Hmm.
do we learn?
And it
So
is
you need to
dynamic in nature, it
research.
is changing every day, so only the professionals can understand. Person who are
Yes,
a
and
daily
also
job
you
seek.
need to have that separation, like who is the real professional, who is
Exactly.
true, who is not.
That is to already there.
Yes,
Someone
it's
today is
just
a
like,
trusted person. Tomorrow, out of nowhere, we are saying that he is coming under an influencer and
exactly,
he
even
has
if
lost his
someone is
assets.
having millions of followers, still that
Mhm.
is not the valid basis to trust someone.
And datas are changing every day. That is also fake.
Absolutely.
Rather
Absolutely,
than that,
absolutely.
we should be focusing on mutual fund if you don't know where to invest.
But it is also very like, selecting a mutual fund is also not a kid's task.
Not a kid stuff.
You need to have
Exactly.
that's why I said that I'll definitely make up videos on how do you select a mutual fund. That would help you a lot. That how, in 10 minutes, how should I categorize, how should I apply filters and select the best fund for myself or
Mhm.
anyone.
There are so many mutual funds, long term, growth,
More than
short term,
4,000 in
more than
our
4,000.
country,
So we need to be
but you need
focused.
only 4 to 5 in your
Exactly,
portfolio.
exactly.
So how do you
So
select the best ones for you? How do you apply those filters? That
then
is
we
very
have another
important.
question: how student can save money for the future?
Whatever money comes to you, like I told you, 190 principles. So just whatever comes to you, just 5, 10, whatever, put some money aside, take a piggy bank, put it in that, and think that I have never received this. And that money you can use it later on. You can invest that money later on, put it in yourself, like to invest in yourself, learn some courses, and invest that money in yourself.
Yes, yes. So thank you, Rishita, for giving us such a lovely insight. We The learners have actually enjoyed, and they have rather than questions, it's most of compliments.
All
And
right,
whatever you
thank
have
you.
provided, the questions are mostly from that only. So I would like to take some time and I would like to share the screen. So if you can give me access,
Yeah, yeah,
if
I'll
you
stop
okay,
share.
yeah, okay. So so hi everyone. First of all, thank you for joining this lovely webinar. Even I also learned so many things: where to invest, where not to invest, about insurances, term life insurances, everything. So utilizing money is the most essential thing. It is a tool, and it is a reality we need to understand so that we can manage our finance on regular basis. So thank you, Rishita, for giving us that insight. And now we will just have a overview. We will look on the UniAthena website and we will have an overview on the PPT. So UniAthena is basically a higher educational degree where you can get a uh, online platform for affordable, flexible learning. See, it is established on 2019 It's a edtech company headquartered in UK. It's offer academic and free learning short courses, which is affordable, and you can study at your own time in a flexible manner. We have 10 universities which are authorized, and by this university, learners can get a career peak. So our partners or the universities that we the courses are normally come out from are UCAM, that which then Abate University, Guglielmo Marconi University, normally we say that as GMU, SQA, Acacia Regional University, then Gratny at Veritas University is from Carolina, Gigny Avenue American University, then CMI Chartered Management Institute, then Cambridge Institute International Qualification. These are the partners. We have more partners. Just check on the website. You can get to see that. Now our offerings are we have divided into two programs. One is the short courses and another is the academic program. In the academic program, we have masters, we have MBAs, microcredit programs, and doctorates. So in master, basically we have supply chain management, we have international data sciences. So all master degrees, then MBA in various courses like executive MBA, international MBA. We have that as well. We have doctorates, and we have short courses which are basically free. So if you go through the short courses, you will get by going through the program, you will get certificates for attending the short courses. Now, why selecting Uni Athena? Uh, First of all, the payment is very much flexible, so learner can pay as per the progression. We have learning facilitator who will always in touch with the learner and will guide the learner to complete all the courses throughout the time. 100% online, so based on the location is not just a constraint. Just have it should have a mobile and they can learn. It is accredited by good universities, so it makes the Uni Athena very much trustworthy, and it is self-paced. So it based on the pace of the learner, based on the speed of the learner can complete the courses. So we have video lectures, basically where the faculties give their video lectures. We have essential reading where the theoretical aspect of the video lectures has been delivered. Then we have additional resources where the author's work from where the academic resources has been gathered. It is also declared. And lastly, we have the reference material where the mm, or a PDF file has been given. The learner can download the PDF file and keep it with him, keep it as handy for future references or for offline study. So check us out on uniathena.com. You can connect us at United Kingdom. It is on Robinson Avenue. In India, we have a office in Pune, and in Middle East, we have the office in Sharjah. For admission, you can contact us on admissions@uniathena.com, or you can contact Fatima @uniathena.com. Thank you once again for being the part of this webinar. You will get the recorded version of this webinar in YouTube, and all the aligned courses I have already shared it in the chat boxes. You can check those out, and you can if we will be giving you the certificates at your registered email ID. Well, thank you once again for being the part of this webinar. Thank you, Rishita, for giving us the insight on the finance.
Yeah, thank you so very much, everyone, for your precious time. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah, bye, everyone. Have a lovely week ahead. Happy Thursday to all of you. Thank you. Bye. Take care.